Hey guys, MTB Merce here, M for male nurse. Um, just want to do a quick bike review. I have the 2018 Ripmo and did a couple good upgrades to it. I've had it for about a month. Bought the last one at Helen Cycles over in Santa Monica. Shout out to you guys, thank you. And yeah, I've been loving it so far. I've already put about 300 miles on it, so I feel like I can do a pretty good review on it, but I'll do that in a later video, maybe on the trail review. But right now we'll just do a quick bike check so you guys can see my bike, the bike that I love, and I'll show you some of the upgrades I've done to it. So this is my 2008 Ibis Ripmo, and I bought it for 4,800. Came out to about 53 out the door after taxes. This is the GX build, so I think it's like the second tier up from the bottom. And yeah, this thing has been treating me awesome. I've done a couple upgrades, but let me first go over, you know, what the setup is right now. So it has a 36 160 millimeter Fox fork in the front, and then in the back it has a DPX2 Fox rear shock at 145 millimeters. This is great because it's also a threaded bottom bracket, and it has that GX Eagle, I think it's a 10 to 50 or 11 to 50, tooth rings in the back, 12 speed, so that's pretty sick. It has Shimano Dior front rear 2-piston brakes, which are pretty good for what it comes with. I have the 170 millimeter KS Lev dropper post, which is freaking awesome. And let's go through some of the upgrades. So the wheels are the stock wheels. They're the 938 wide 29er wheels, and I actually took off the Maxxis aggressive rear and the DHF wide trails, because they were, you know, they were really grippy and they were awesome. But you know, for my trails, they're more cross country, so I wanted more speed climbing up the hills. I didn't like the drag, so I had an extra pair of tires, so I put a 2.3 millimeter Vigilante in the front, and I also put a ground control 2.3 in the rear. So far, I think I hit a PR here today, climbing up. It's my first time on this bike with clipless pedals, so I have the XT clipless pedals, wearing my CD shoes, so that definitely helped out a lot. I was using flats before, but that was just to get used to the bike, and I was doing some jumps and stuff, but we'll see how it is with these clips. Another favorite upgrade I have is the carbon low-rise bars. I have a race face 40 millimeter Chester stem on it, and then the carbon Easton, I think these are Haven bars, which are pretty sick. It has a lizard skin grips, Ibis lizard skin grips. My Garmin, I have a WTB Volt real saddle. It's actually pretty comfortable. I like it so far. And what's interesting is I did the oval conversion. I don't know how many Ibises have done that to theirs yet, but I've done it to mine. It's basically, I put a 28 tooth oval chainring, it's absolute black, and I also added the chain guide with bash guard from absolute black. So far has been great. You can check out my other videos. I've done a video of how I installed it. But other than that, I think that's it for right now. I have actually the Shock Whiz set up right now. I actually dialed in that that fork to 100% confidence and 100% rating with everything perfect on it. So that was pretty sick, and I will link that in right now. All right, now I have the DPX 2 back here with the shock whiz on it. I'm trying to dial that in. Right now it's actually really good. I have it set up pretty nicely, but I've been trying to kind of tune it a little longer, but the shock whiz is actually giving me some issues. I don't know if anyone who has a shock whiz, just comment below and let me know what your thoughts is, or if I could fix that problem. But it just keeps telling me when I get some data and I open up the app, it'll tell me to that I need to take out the battery and then I guess short the terminals and then put the battery back in. I don't know. I've taken out the battery before and put it back in, but it still does that, and it's not completely working right now. So I'm just hoping maybe I'll just disconnect the app, re-download it, and reset the shock. So we'll see how that goes. And I don't know what else to say. I have a ride guard front mud guard, which is pretty cool, and it matches the bike pretty well. I actually have a video because another video because I installed Invisiframe on here. I have the all mountain style on top here and the bottom there to protect from rock chips, but I also have the Invisiframe, which I put underneath that. That was literally like a 5-hour process, and I had to like pop out all the bubbles. But other than that, I think I did a pretty good job on it. It looks pretty clean once it's all done and put in. And I have another video for that as well, so just check out my page. So that's pretty much it about my build. I hope you guys like it, and hope to see you guys on the trail. I'm over here in Tapia Canyon right now. It's a beautiful day. It's around like 7:30 in the morning. I got here around like 6:30. Just trying to knock out the day early. It's gonna be about 100 degrees today. So I'm glad I got up here in the nick of time. And I'm gonna go down Kona right now. Probably hit the extension at Carl's Trail and then ride back up and exit. So if you guys have been here before, and you guys all know this is a great trail, and it's out in Castaic. So definitely, if you haven't checked it out, there's a lot of single track trails here and a lot of fun. So bring a friend and come check it out. Just respect the people who live here. So other than that, I hope you guys have a good day, and MTB Male Nurse is out. Have a good one. Hey guys, thanks for staying tuned. I just got down off the mountain, and I just want to let you know a little bit more about my setup. And the shock whiz did not work. I've been riding for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and it didn't read my ride in the back, the rear shock. So I'll go ahead and send a picture of that so you guys can see. If anyone has any experience with that or has any advice, please send it in the comments. And if it's not my issue and it's SRAM's issue, SRAM, shame on you. Get your shit together. All right. All right, so just wanted to give you a little bit of details on my fork. So I have one volume spacer that came from Ibis like that, and pretty much 100% confidence on that. I'm running 11 clicks from slow rebound. So that's what I have there. My sag is set up to about 28%. I think it's a 63.3 psi. So that's the front. Shock whiz says it was all good, perfect. The rear shock, right now I have it set up as with one volume spacer. It's a 0.6 centimeter or whatever size. It's just one, and the rebound is set 3 clicks from slow. So I have it a lot slower in the back, but kind of like it that way. I don't like it bucking me. And so far, this is the travel I've used. I probably use about 85% in the rear and maybe like 80% in the front. So other than that, that's pretty much it. And I forgot to mention, I also have a southpaw lever, which I upgraded from the stock KS. And this one is way better, so highly recommend it. You actually have to use some grip tape or some padding right here at the clamp, because on carbon bars it tends to slide. So I had to reinforce it here. But other than that, the grip on it is great. I also put some grip tape on the buttons as well. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Happy post 4th of July, and see you guys out on the trail. Hey guys, and I forgot one more thing. Don't let anyone tell you that you need to go wider tires. I have, like I said earlier, I had the 2.3 and 2.3 in the back, and it's super. The bike is super efficient on this, on it, and yeah, it has grip just like my 2.5 that I had before, the wide trails, the Maxes, and yeah, I feel like it's lighter, it's more efficient, and it's actually just as fun. So, you know, don't be afraid to try new tires, even if they're a little bit thinner. Don't fall into that whole jargon and you know, movement of going wide tires. The 2.3s, at least the Vigilante in the front, ground control in the rear, was actually pretty good, at least in my experience. Probably gonna change it up for a different tire when these wear out, but yeah, definitely having it lighter is a lot more efficient for sure. All right, guys, have a good day.